Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends and colleagues, I thank the Asia Pacific Center for the Responsibility to Protect and the other eminent organizers for this important conference on the responsibility to protect at 10, and for graciously inviting me to attend as a speaker. I sorely regret I cannot be part of such a distinguished gathering to discuss this critically important topic. It is nevertheless a privilege and an honor to share some thoughts with you today through this brief video statement as we mark the 10-year anniversary of Responsibility to Protect since its unanimous endorsement at the United Nations World Summit in 2005. Ours is an age of rights consciousness. It is an age where humanity no longer accepts impunity for mass crimes or that sovereignty is invoked to shield perpetrators of shocking atrocities. Both the conception of R2P and the establishment of the International Criminal Court can trace their roots in this new era of collective consciousness. While the international community is yet to master how to effectively resort to the responsibility to protect today, the doctrine forms an integral part of the arsenal of mechanisms available for use in times of crisis. R2P and the International Criminal Court rightly pay homage to the principle that the first and primary responsibility to protect their citizens from mass crimes resides with states. This recognition of state sovereignty over its citizens erodes the criticism of undue extraterritorial reach. Unfortunately, however, history and practice have shown that far too often states have been either unwilling or unable to fulfill this crucial sovereign responsibility. This violation of one of the most fundamental precepts of the social contract cannot be left unchecked at the expense of mass suffering and humanitarian catastrophes. The international community has indeed a duty to act responsibly and prudently. States must be encouraged and assisted to assume their primary responsibility to protect their citizens from mass violence and to investigate and prosecute perpetrators. Only when a state manifestly fails to honor these obligations, the international community must galvanize, take collective action, and look at appropriate means in line with the UN Charter, the Rome Statute, and international law more generally to avert mass atrocities. Prevention and deterrence of mass crimes are at the heart of both R2P and the International Criminal Court. While both have made important strides, their force lies in the consistent support of the international community, as well as recognition of their full potential as key preventive mechanisms. The responsibility to protect may indeed continue to face hurdles in protecting populations from mass atrocities. Competing political and economic interests may lead to paralysis, even where atrocities are probable and imminent. Ultimately, the longevity of R2P will depend on the international community's ability to apply the doctrine consistently and impartially, insulated from geopolitics and always guided by the principle of first, do no harm. I firmly believe that the responsibility to protect and the International Criminal Court will persevere and thrive. They will do so not because of hopeful aspirations of their supporters or faltering by their detractors, but because of what they stand for as powerful ideas, because they meet vital needs for humanity's progress in the modern era, because without them, we'll regress into an even more turbulent world where chaos, instability, and violence are seen as inevitable norms. This we cannot allow. Our responsibilities remain great, but our resolve must endure. I wish you continued success in your important deliberations and a most fruitful conference. I thank you.